Welcome into Auburn Addicts TV, and tonight's simulation game will be between the South Alabama Jaguars and my Auburn Tigers. Tonight promises to be a hard-fought game between two Alabama brethren. So, without further ado, let's go.
You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Today, bragging rights at stake in Alabama, and it will resonate from Muscle Shoals to Mobile. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Jaguars' offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Jaguars will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David. This receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Cobb. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Auburn doing business in the red zone. On the ground, it's Cobb. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Safe completion on the screen. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Off the RPO, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Offense now working in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's a seam wide open. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Bullock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come in and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing to that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got it! Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars have their offense in high gear. Trying to slam in. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now,
Touchdown, Jaguars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Oh, that's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick pass. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Simmons. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at ADDICTS Field in Jordan-Hare.
And the Jaguars will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the counter. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The give to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The Jaguars will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Singleton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Going up top again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The short hands, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Unloads quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snagged in the middle, it's short. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bullock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
Well, folks, that was a pretty entertaining game. Next up, Oklahoma Sooners at Oklahoma for this week's simulation game. It will be on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Tune in. Don't forget to put us in the rotation. And war